Oh, well, good morning. Are you seeking furniture and getting rather frustrated because of, I don't know, supply and demand, and there's nothing available and you're not even liking the selection? Well, another option is consignment. And great to be back here at Millionaire's Daughter, one of three locations that Maureen has. Good to see you again.
Thank you. Nice to see you guys.
Look forward to the day where we don't have to wear these, but we're still there inside.
We're getting there.
But consignment, and we've talked about this in the past, but we might have new viewers too, especially right now. Why is consignment so great?
Well, consignment, so many things right now are taking a long time to get here. It's, there's you looking to buy a couch or any appliances, anything like that is taking months to actually have the item come. Yeah. So now you can come into any of our stores and you can buy something, beautiful couch.
Yeah,
here.
This is a consignment couch.
This is a consignment couch. It's brand new. It just came into the store. It was consigned by somebody else, but it's just a few years old.
Right.
So this couch here, you can just come in and you could take it home today. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's a slipcover couch. I'll show you some other things that we have.
Let's go for a little cruise.
The thing is that what I've always said about consignment is that you come, you shop, you buy, and you're using things that other people have used usually, which is the most important thing nowadays for the environment.
Yeah, so it's not ending up in landfills.
No, it's not ending up the landfills. But look at this set too. Okay. Well,
I always kind of love to go to tables when it's consignment because there could be little nicks on it or something like that that does have that story to it. And consignment is all about storytelling.
It is beautiful. The stories that go with it is that everything does have its own little story, right? So this is what we do here. And people do like where things come from. They like the idea that it does belong to somebody else. It has belonged to somebody else. You feel good about yourself by doing it.
There's also a lot of people that are coming through that but maybe have never done consignment before. Right? Are those your faves because they've never done it and they're not really sure about it?
Well, like people on both sides of it. So somebody might be unsure about how to consign, like how to do it and stuff like that, which we're going to talk about.
We're going to talk about coming up,
But also, too, what consignment, what kind of stuff we have in the store.
Yeah.
So basically, once again, a brand new, beautiful chair here.
Yeah.
The cabinet here that we have, these are all brand names. I don't really mention them too much, but the brand names on it. And look at the carpet also. So we stage it here on what it could look like in your place.
How important is the staging for you guys?
The staging is so important. It's what makes us different.
Yeah.
We want you to come into our stores, feel comfortable. We have the best staff ever. I'm so proud of our staff. We've had them for years and years, most of the staff. And then you can come in here and you can take a look. Sit down.
You sit down. You
sit down.
Let's have a chat around the table.
And sit down on a couch or on a chair. Just feel like how it's going to be like at your place.
Yeah.
We show you the lighting that you can do because a lot of times people don't have quite a feeling on how to do it. Yeah. And so, the girls here, they've been decorating for years. They love it.
Well, we'll take a break and we'll bring Jackie in. Yeah. Luke. Come on, sit down. Sit down with us, man. Let's get down here. Let's have a chat. Because the other great thing about consignment is even if you...
I know.
Really?
Did we say something wrong?
Really? Okay, fine then. Be like that. But even if you don't like the look of something, you can change it yourself.
Absolutely.
And we'll work on that. And also how to consign. We come back to Millionaire's Daughter with Maureen and the gang. Cool. Yes, it is true. I am sitting down on the job again. But this chair is just so darn comfortable. Welcome back to Millionaire's Daughter on Ottawa Street in Hamilton. A wonderful little consignment shop. And the great thing about consignment, because you can get great chairs like this, but you can put your own spin on it. Great to be with Jackie this morning, who has some good ideas. Good to see you, Jack.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, so this is one here, right? If you wanted to change the...
Beautiful kind of traditional chair. I wanted to show you this one too, just so how easy it could be to recover your own piece of furniture.
So you look at that, you like the chair, but you don't like the...
you don't like the cushion. So this one is actually really easy to pop off already. And what I would do is I would go to one of these great fabric stores along Ottawa Street and find a fabric that I maybe like a little bit better or that goes with my house a little bit more. And I would just totally recover that, staple it down, and then put it back on the chair.
Okay, so let me turn this over for a second. So you take that off, or could you put that right over top?
You could put that right over
Because
top.
it looks like somebody's actually put something over top,
Absolutely.
right?
This is probably the second layer of stuff, actually. Like I said, this is a vintage or antique chair, so it's seen a few different lives before.
Off camera, I was like, you can do this yourself? And she's like, yeah, it's not that hard, Tim.
No.
Okay.
Absolutely. And the beauty of consignment pieces is that by refixing it up or rechanging the style, you're giving it a new life. So you're just extending that lifetime on a vintage piece, which is what we're all about.
Right. Okay, what else you got, Sue?
So when you think about it, there's nothing really more eco-conscious than consignment furniture.
Yeah.
So what we're trying to do is keep furniture out of landfills. So for example, these two nightstands, maybe they don't necessarily exactly match each other, but there's a few things that you could do to make them style a little bit more together. So for these two, I would add the same table lamp to make those look the same. I would maybe add some accessories to bring in some of your own personal style. And I would maybe even take off these handles and spray paint those another color.
Or what about even finding hardware that's the same
Absolutely.
for both of them?
You could find something that's a little bit more modern. Another great option that tons of people are doing these days are painting pieces. These would be a great proponent for that. So
Awesome.
Tons of options. Doesn't always have to match, and that's why we love it.
I love it. Okay, one more back here.
One more. So my last eco furniture hack that I wanted to show you guys is we typically get bookcases in, and those are a hard item to find. I would say that good quality bookcase, a lot of people are desiring that. So you're gonna take your wallpaper and you're gonna change out the back of it. So that's a colorful one. This one is a little bit more modern.
Ooh, I like that one. That's cool.
This one's more traditional.
Is it easier to wallpaper something
Absolutely.
like this?
You can get peel and stick wallpaper probably anywhere along Ottawa Street
Really,
here.
eh?
Fix that up, make it your own personal style. The lights in here will really brighten everything up, and this will go from looking like someone else's piece to a custom piece in your home.
Okay. I know it's only October. I'm not going to mention what's happening in December because it's still 2 months away and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. But when it comes to consignment, there are a lot of things that are coming in. And what can come in? What do they accept? We'll get into that when we return to Millionaire's Daughter on Ottawa Street on Morning Live. Everything here has its own little story and has been gathered through the years. When you come into Millionaire's Daughter, you will see that. And it's a very important piece to the history of Millionaire's Daughter. Back here with Jackie. Why is it so important?
So this is Maureen's favorite saying, and it's written in all 3 of our stores. And it just means that there is a story behind each of the pieces that we carry here in the store, and that is part of how we tell the stories.
How important is that for customers coming in?
It's hugely important. It's people walk in the store, they want to know where their pieces came from, where they were loved before, why they have a little bit of a history with them.
Are you always asking for those stories when people are bringing in consignment?
Not necessarily asking for them, but it's great to facilitate a place that just tells stories.
Yeah.
So we welcome people to share that information with us, whether it's a little bit of information written down or just a verbal story. So these dishes here actually do have a great story. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of a quiz.
Ooh.
Have you ever heard of the game Two Truths and a Lie?
I've heard of another thing called Truth and Dare, but we're not playing that.
We're not playing Truth
Good.
and Dare.
Okay. 2 truths and a lie. Let's do it.
So I'm going to tell you 3 facts about these dishes, and you have to tell me which 2 are true and which one is the lie.
Let's do it.
Okay, so 3 facts. These dishes were originally bought in 1964.
Okay.
These dishes
Can I
are.
touch them?
Of course you can, delicately. These dishes are the second most popular pattern that we sell here in the store. It's called Old Country Rose.
Okay.
And the 3rd fact that could be true or not true is that these were originally bought here in Hamilton.
It has to be the first one. They have to be older than 1965.
They have to be older than 1965, you think?
Is that not it?
Final answer?
Final answer.
No. So these are actually the most popular pattern that we sell. Old Country Rose, we would say, is not the second most popular. It is the most popular pattern that we've sold across for the last 12 years.
So what's the other truth?
So these were bought in 1964. They were bought here in Hamilton, and they are the most popular brand.
What's the lie?
That they're the second most popular.
Oh, shoot. Okay. I thought you said both popular.
Well,
Why when I do this for a living and I don't listen that well?
you
Kind of key.
You have one. So the original owner of these dishes, she is 92 years old. She is so excited for these to go to their next home and for someone to enjoy them. And we're just so excited to tell the story of the future owner of these pieces, a little bit about their previous history.
Just imagine how many times this china has sat around a table like this and had so much great conversation and enjoyment, and that's going to be passed on to somebody else.
It is.
And that's the wonderful thing about consignment. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll get Maureen back on the mic, and I'll try to do some listening on Morning Live. Welcome back to Millionaire's Daughter on Ottawa Street, one of 3 locations. And we've been talking about some of the wonderful things that they have in the store because it's consignment. But how do they figure out what actually arrives in the store behind me? Back here with Maureen and going through the consignment process. So these boxes have arrived from somebody.
Yes, they have, from a consigner.
From a consigner. An appointment booked.
So we like for appointments to be booked. You just phone the store, you can set up an appointment. The reason we do this is we want to make sure that we can give you the time to go through your items at that time too.
So you do it with them here?
With them here.
Is it hard?
Well, I think the hardest thing is for a customer or a consigner for us to say no to something.
That's what I mean.
And it's not because we don't like it or anything about it. It's not because of anybody's taste. It's more to know that we know what is going to sell in that store.
Okay, like what about this bowl?
So this bowl here, we would take that bowl. Okay, and so
what is it about the bowl that you just know in this store that it would?
You know what? It's modern, right? It's a beautiful color. What they have right now. It's got the silver behind it, so that would be something that we would sell. And how we price it is usually about 1/3 of what somebody purchased it for.
So you would want to know the purchase price.
Well, we have an idea. So if somebody brings in a dining room table or a large item, people will say to us, they'll give us the price. But these things, we just go onto our system. We've been doing it for 13 years. We just put in this kind of item. It tells us what it should price at. And the goal is to sell it within the first 30 days. So our pricing is always right.
What about glasses?
So glasses, we definitely do. Now let's say that these glasses came in. We would want them clean, right? Because we don't wash them here. So put your things through the dishwasher or wash them before they bring here. Because that's just another thing. Also too, if we said no to these glasses, it's not that we don't, once again, think that they're great. We may have too many china sets.
Well, I don't know how many's in here. Does it depend on how big the set is?
You have to have 4 or more. Okay?
4 or
don't
more.
bring in 2, don't bring in 3, bring 4 or more type of thing.
What's in here? Because this is stuff that we haven't really opened yet, right? Like you haven't seen any of this.
No,
Okay,
well,
so like some more glassware.
Yeah, so those are very pretty. So those ones there.
This one does have a chip though, so that you wouldn't
Oh,
obviously
so
want
this
that.
one here, it's not only a chip, it's a cracks, right? So it's
So that's
all
not
the
good.
way down.
Okay.
So we would not take that. And so we would go through it and see if there's enough to do it. And this consignor would have to come to pick them up. If they don't pick them up, then we donate. So
you donate.
We
Okay.
donate, okay? So we never throw anything out. Our goal is never to throw anything out into the dump, okay? That's what we try to do.
Little teacup
So a little
there?
teapot like
Teapot?
this. It's got a nice name on at the bottom of it, which I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see. But anyways, it's so pretty. Like, look at this. Like, so this is something a little bit
Crate and
different.
barrel.
So crate and barrel. So this is something that's very pretty. We'd be able to sell that. Also, too, we don't really want to have anything in the store unless it's minimum $20. And the reason we say that is our prices drop. Every time we go to do something, it takes a long time. We take a picture of it, goes onto our website.
Gotcha. There's a lot of process involved
So
in
it's a
that.
lot of
Okay.
process.
Come November the 4th? 4th. Okay. This store is transforming, and all your stores are transforming
And
to
it's
Christmas.
beautiful.
Okay. Like Christmas items. How
So
many Christmas items are you looking for?
Oh, we look for tons of Christmas items. What we do is it goes down weekly, the Christmas items. So we're looking for things that are a little bit different, right? So look how cute these are. So these would be something that we would sell as a set of 3.
Like this looks
They're
homemade.
a little bit different. I don't know. They could
Does it
be.
matter?
No.
Does
no.
it? Okay.
You know what? It nothing really. It's the cleanliness of it. It's the idea that if we could sell it for
There's a few
you,
hairs on that.
you know, and we'll, you know, but we do ask for things to be cleaned off type
Right.
of thing.
Okay.
But just, you know what? It's fun to consign.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. You know, people come in. We have consigners that have been dealing with us for like 8 years type of thing. A lot of our staff can sign, but just enjoy it. That's what the store is all about.
Lastly, we got to go, but big ticket items. Let's say furniture.
We need to see a picture of it. Go on our website.
Okay. Don't be hauling it to the back door.
Millionairesdaughter.com. You can send us a picture. We have delivery, so we can make arrangements to get something picked up, and we are ready to go.
Great seeing you.
Okay, nice to see you too.
Always learning so much when I'm coming in to see
Thanks.
Maureen and the gang. Millionaire's
very
Daughter
much.
on Morning Live.
And now you can go.
And I didn't break anything. I didn't break anything, which is actually shocking.
Thanks a lot.